I have just pulled up your questions. I asked you guys on Instagram. Here we go. Is there any point getting filler if I already have big lips but just want to even out the shape? You can do so much with it. It's not just for having big lips. So even out certain areas of your lip. You can fix if you have a gummy smile. There's so many things you could do with filler. Most lip fillers look so fake. How can you get them right? To get them right is to do them naturally, to go to a doctor that does natural lip filler, because there's some doctors that they have this one fits all technique where they just fill lips up the way that they want, and it's just like big and ducky, and that's not the look that I personally like. I know that there's some people out there that do like that look, so it's all up to you. It's completely up to you. But personally, I like the natural my lips but better kind of look, and that's the kind of thing that I prefer to achieve. So I decided to look for a doctor. Please go to a doctor. Please don't go to someone who's just done a 6-month course on filling lips. And that is something I actually learned with my doctor that I'm with right now. She has this technique when she fills the lips where she makes sure that she's not hitting a nerve. It's very interesting, and it's something that I've never seen with anyone else, and that says a lot, to be honest. Did you use numbing cream? Yes, sometimes I use numbing cream, sometimes I use dental block, depending on your pain tolerance. Dental block will literally numb you out more, of course. Numbing cream, it's like 30% of the pain will go, not a lot. So it really depends on your pain tolerance, to be fair. A lot of you guys have been asking me about my religious perspective about lip filler. I'm not a sheikh or sheikha. I'm not someone who's gonna sit here and tell you what is haram and what is halal. That's not what I do on my page. If that's something you want to do, do your own research, and whatever you feel comfortable with, you do it. And I'm gonna say it again, I'm not a preacher. I'm not here to say it's halal. I'm not here to say it's haram. That's something you can go and do your own research and educate yourself of from someone who has that standing. Okay, does your lips get saggy after fillers fade? This is a very interesting question because I've had my lip dissolve and refilled, dissolved and refilled very many times, and I can firmly answer you with that question and say no, they do not get saggy. They just go back to normal. How do I know that the clinic I'm going to is going to do a good job? Go to someone where you feel like you are comfortable and you're not being pushed or convinced into doing anything. Go to someone who is listening to what you want to achieve and not just doing whatever they want. Basically, have a consultation, sit with them, talk to them, get a feel of their clinic, get a feel of their work ethic, ask them questions. Always ask so many questions. That's one advice I give. Ask questions, even if you know the answer to it. Ask them, see what their response is, see what their response is about aftercare, see what their response is about forms of pain relief, everything. You need to ask them everything. If they come up with little answers, or they try to convince you to do other things that you weren't even looking to do, please abort mission. If they do not understand what can go wrong, if they can't explain to you what could go wrong, and that's something I feel like every doctor should explain to their patient before doing any kind of procedure. What was your mother's opinion about getting fillers? So the first time she found out, I didn't actually tell her. I think it was like the first time I started doing my lips with the first doctor, and at one point, I think it was a couple days after I had them done, to be fair, I was laughing, we were joking about something, and then she started laughing at me. She's like, ah, you look like you have filler in your lips, and she thought it was funny. Like, I don't know why she was laughing about it, but she thought it was really funny. And I was like, oh really? Oh, that's really hilarious. Oh wow, what a shocker. And then I'm really bad at telling lies, so I eventually told her, and she was like, are you serious? And she couldn't understand it, and she was just like, what the hell are you doing to yourself? Like, she's definitely not co-signing it. A lot of people are saying, why aren't you happy with what Allah gave you? This isn't about being happy with what Allah gave me. I'm very happy with what Allah gave me, alhamdulillah, for everything that I have. This is just a little bit of a pump, you know? This is just something extra. I mean, do you ask someone, aren't you happy with what Allah gave you when they put makeup on? It's just the same thing. It's just a form of extra stuff when it comes to my appearance, and I think everybody has the right to choose to do that kind of thing without being asked and questioned if they love themselves or not. This isn't about loving myself. So some of you are asking how many mils I got. I think now I have about 0.6 mil, including top and bottom. So it's not a lot at all, considering I once had 2 mils of filler in my lips. That was crazy. One thing I would like to advise as well, with everything that I've said, don't do your lips just because your friend is doing it or just because someone said you should. If you want to do it, understand that there's gonna be a lot of pain. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's painful. It's not easy, it's painful. Getting your lips done is painful. That's why people use numbing cream. That's why people get dental blocks. It involves injections, and a lot of injections sometimes. It can be a lengthy process if done properly. And afterwards, they can be very painful for a couple days. They'll be bruised. They won't go to the shape that they're supposed to be until another 2 weeks. It's not an easy pop in, pop out, you're sorted situation. So don't just do it on a whim. I did it on a whim to begin with. That's why I had so many bad experiences. Someone asked if it's fat transfer or filler. It's filler. I don't think I would recommend doing fat transfer to lips. I don't think people do that until they're like a lot older. But fat transfer or putting anything that doesn't dissolve into your lips, big no-no, honey. I would never do that because you can't reverse that. Does the filler move about, go to the top eventually? Not if it's put in properly. Now, sometimes if it's put in the wrong place, it might look fine to begin with, and then it will start to travel and you will notice it. If someone's done it properly, it should not travel. Question that you guys have been asking the most is, where did I get my lips done? And the answer is, I got them done at FACESTUDIOCLINIC. They were a clinic based in Birmingham, consisting of 2 beautiful, amazing, talented doctors, female doctors, and they're amazing girls. I feel very comfortable around them, and I was actually seeing them before. If you guys remember, I've mentioned them a few times. I used to have my hydrofacials with them. I actually need to go back for another one soon, but I was having my hydrofacials with them for a while, and I eventually felt really comfortable around them, and I asked them about their lips because at the time I was looking to get my lips done, and it just really happened very organically. I was still seeing another doctor at the time, and I eventually felt like I was comfortable enough to move and start my journey with them and restart everything. And they have been very patient with me. They've been very helpful. Like I said, we had to redo a stage. We had to redo my upper lip again because of the lumps that were forming, because of previous situations. But alhamdulillah, I'm very happy with my results. And honestly, like I said, I've been having this done for 3 years. I haven't felt comfortable enough to recommend a doctor to you guys because I haven't felt that comfortable with someone. The fact that I'm actually recommending them to you guys says a lot, because I would never recommend someone, especially to do with aesthetic stuff that are really invasive. I wouldn't recommend someone unless I feel like they are to a standard. From visiting them, I honestly feel like they really care about their patients. Their method with every treatment that they do it from their heart. They're based on Hagley Road in Birmingham. I'll put their links and everything below so you can check out their prices for their facials if you just want to get a facial, or if you want to check out their prices for aesthetics. I also have, like I said, their hydrofacials are amazing, and whatever your skin type is, hydrofacials are amazing. They can work towards your skin type. So this is the before and after from doing my lips with Dr. Nabila, who is at FACESTUDIOCLINIC. So also, I'd just like to add, this is lips after 1 month. So I had them done on the 4th of January, and it's now the 3rd of February, so it's literally been a month. And this is the finished result. This is how my lips are gonna look for a while now. I'm not advising any of you guys to just go and get your lips done. If you're determined to go and get your lips done, I would truly recommend, girls, please look for the right doctor. There's people out there that are messing people's lips up. Also, another thing I would like to actually say is Instagram doesn't help, or their website, or pictures of their work. Make sure they have videos, because there's a lot of clinics out there that edit their pictures. Yes, believe me when I say this. I've heard so many stories of people whose pictures have been put up on where they've had their lips done, their page on Instagram, and they've noticed that they've been edited. So a little bit more advice from me is just to make sure you are comfortable with who you go to. Don't go on a whim. Don't go just because someone recommended, like a friend recommended it to you. Go in, have a consultation, have a feel of everything. Write up a few questions that you want to ask them. Drill them with questions. And make sure they are someone who are gonna give you the results that you want. If you want a natural result, don't go to someone who is notorious for doing duck lips. Something else I wanted to say before the end of this video. A lot of you guys were under the impression that I was lying and saying that I did not get my lips done when I had. I never used to answer any of the questions before when I was uncomfortable with talking about it online. I never used to answer any of the questions of people asking me if I've had my lips done or not, because I didn't want to lie, first of all, and also I didn't want to promote something that could be harmful to people. So the only reason I'm making this video now is because I'm able to promote somewhere to go to that I believe will take care of you really well. I didn't want to just make a video of lip filler when I'm still unhappy with my own lip filler, and when I'm still in a place where I can't tell you where to go if you wanted to get it done. Another thing I'd like to say, if you are young, specifically if you're under the age of 18, I wouldn't recommend getting anything done. Your body is still growing, your facial features are still growing, they're changing. Don't think that you need something extra to make you feel comfortable about yourself. Nothing will make you feel comfortable about yourself other than yourself. Having filler or wearing makeup, it can give you a little boost, but it's not going to make you feel confident within yourself for the long term. So don't rely on filler, don't rely on anything extra that isn't within you already to give you that boost or to give you your confidence back. Your confidence is in here and in here, and you can grow that you can have that without having filler. I really hope this video was helpful for you guys more than anything. I really wanted to make an informative video that gives you a lot of information about filler and about the process, instead of just telling you, hey guys, I've had filler. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was lovely talking to you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing, and a wonderful week, a wonderful month, a wonderful year, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video.